Welcome to the Nova Hoopcast. We're here at Heritage High School, home of the Pride. The season is underway. Season always starts with some good tip-off tournaments. Nice to see teams from different counties and different regions face each other. I know you had your eyes on a number of these tip-off tournaments.
And that's why I like it. You get to see teams from different areas playing each other. You got teams coming from Prince William playing in Fairfax, teams going from Loudoun to Fairfax. So let's start with Prince William. Two Prince William teams that did a great job in tip-off tournaments. And a team that we really like is Osborne. Osborne goes to the Woodson Red Jenkins tip-off tournament, wins 2 games, finishing up by beating Woodson 52-43, and I guess what would be called the championship. And you had a chance to see them play, so I want to hear about that. And the other big Prince William team that came in was Patriot, coming into the Readers Are Leaders South Lakes tip-off tournament and winning 2 good games, finishing up by beating South Lakes and West Springfield. So Prince William coming in, showing really strong that they can play.
Yeah, always a tough place to play. Certainly a good showing by Patriot. Devon Parrish had 28 in the 5-point win over South Lakes and 17 in the win over West Springfield. So he's off to a good start for Patriot. Kevin, some other tip-offs you took a look at.
Right, moving to Fairfax, you had Hayfield's tip-off tournament. They beat Osborne Park. They also beat a strong Marshall team. And we talked earlier in the show about individual performances, and Michael Joyner, somebody we really like, from Hayfield, had 28 points, so a real strong showing for him. Also, Chantilly was at the Justice tip-off tournament. They beat Christ Chapel private school, and they also beat the home school Justice. Moving on to Loudoun, Potomac Falls went down to Broadway High School. I know Coach Halls likes to get out of the area early in the season. He takes his team down there every year for their tip-off tournament. They end up winning the championship with his son, Landon Hall, as a junior. I mentioned a lot of juniors being strong this year. Landon Hall is being the MVP down at the Broadway tournament. Riverside is now 3-0. Riverside went to the TJ tip-off tournament and had a close game against Langley through 3 quarters, then ended up having a real strong fourth quarter and finishing by winning by 15 points. Then they finished off TJ last night in a big game. So they're led by Brett Ashbury and Bo Everett, doing a real good job for the Rams. And I went to the Loudoun County tip-off tournament and saw Rockridge play Heritage. Heritage, who started off by beating Broad Run in overtime in that tournament, a high-scoring game. Rockridge ended up beating Heritage. Rockridge has some senior talent led by Alex Fitch. His younger brother plays. He's going to be a good player as well. And we mentioned that sophomore group that they have, but they have Andrew Sanderson, who's a good athletic wing that plays for him as well. So they had a good game against Heritage. The second game was Loudoun County versus Broad Run. And Broad Run's got a good player that we really haven't talked about yet. That's Skylar Carmen. Skylar's a senior for the Spartans. And he is a wing player, very athletic, could kind of score at will. Didn't have a whole lot around him. That night, they had Matt Smedley, who can hit some outside shots. He had 4 threes, but the night really belonged to County. And County's got 2 really good guards. Matt Anderson's a junior. He led the Raiders that night, as did Joe Alexander. And his dad, Mark Alexander, is the coach. He does a really good job for Loudoun County. He's been there for several years. So just a good glimpse into Loudoun County basketball. I think that district, that 4A district, Dulles district, is going to be led by Woodgrove, but there are a lot of good teams in that district for sure. And then finally, Freedom South Riding had maybe one of the best, most competitive tournaments for tip-offs. They beat a tough Falls Church team, and then they beat what we think is an emerging team in Prince William and Battlefield. So they ended up winning their own tournament with Lance Johnson being the MVP.
So some great tip-off action this week throughout the region.